bedtime over here. And this segment is called Bedtime Story with Mrs. Kat. I have my snuggle buddy from Jesus above here. This is Lucille. You know Mrs. Kat has 7 kingdom kids? I do. So, as we get ready to start our story, oh, hold on. You see my friends? What time is it? It's time to choose our snuggle buddy. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Lucille chose her snuggle buddy. Look. That's her snuggle buddy. And I'm going to choose one of Lucille's snuggle buddies, Miss Jellybeans. Here's Miss Jellybeans. So this is my snuggle buddy. Miss Lucille has her snuggle buddy. Do you have your snuggle buddy? All right. Well, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to go get your snuggle buddy. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm snug in my bed and I'm ready to read our story tonight. So let's get started. First Day Jitters by Julie Daneberg, illustrated by Judy Love.
Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day of your new school, do you?
I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head.
Of course you're going, honey,
said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She funneled down to the end of her bed.
How can you hate your new school, sweetheart?
Mr. Hartwell chuckled.
You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet.
That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just hate it, that's all.
What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming.
They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were at home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed.
Sarah Jane Hartwell, I am not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes.
Sarah stumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly.
Nonsense,
said Mr. Hartwell.
You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. "Oh, Sarah!" Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. "There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go." She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. "Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day," she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up at Mrs. Burton, cleared her throat. Class, attention please," said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, "Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell." Hi friends, this is Mrs. Kat. Wasn't that story amazing? I'm doing a little something different here before we go to the outro because I didn't expect Sarah to be the new teacher. Wow. So this shows you that not only are little kids nervous sometimes when they start in a new school or they go to the dentist or a doctor's appointment or maybe to meet someone they've never met before, a new babysitter, or going to a new daycare, or whatever the event may be. But you're not only nervous, so are the adults involved. So this was just a good reminder to know to give yourself some grace, but also give the adult that your parents have entrusted to watch over you some grace. That's of course, unless they're causing you harm. Then you need to tell a trusted adult like your mommy or daddy or grandma or grandpa or anyone that you know will help you, okay? All right.
Well, friends, that was a wonderful story. Mrs. Cat is tired, but before we go to sleep, did you enjoy the story? That's good. Can you tell Mommy and Daddy who the main characters were in this story? Very good. Did they solve the problem in this story? Good. If they did, what was the solution? What did they agree upon to fix or solve the problem? Very good. Well, I couldn't go without letting you know that my very own snuggle buddy is in bed. You want to see? Okay. I slow the whole world down for you. If you want me to, I'll bring it all up to you. Aww. I slow the whole world down for you. Well, Miss Cat's going to her bed. I'm nice and warm. And I will see you next time at Bedtime Stories with Miss Cat. Okay? Good night. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Good night.